The full-time boss, Christian Ross in the green tights. Chris Bradley in the black tights. These two men, 4 times, count it, 4 times, H2O Tag Team Champions. Fight or die.
Oh my goodness, strong spear! These two guys already started with the violence.
They are not going to wait. This match, no rules.
Stomping out Chris Barton.
No disqualification, 1 fall to the finish, no other rules. You saw Chris Barton coming to the ring with a chain, and you see Dominic De Niro right here. We're getting a kendo stick from under the ring. Fight or die, came prepared.
This is why you never turn your back on your opponents. They ate those strikes, though.
Yeah, no. I know Dominic's not usually a guy to run away, but he might want to think
really
again.
Reconsider.
Right.
Getting rid of Dominic De Niro.
Again, these two men,
and the kendo stick.
Ross and Bradley, trained by the bulldozer Matt Tremont himself. They have eaten kendo stick shots to start training, I guarantee you.
And speaking of bulldozing, they're bulldozing their competition. Dominic De Niro taking those chops. Two gentlemen.
We are not in South Jersey. We are not in Philly. We are in Ridgefield Park, but we are having a no-rules fight that Ross and Bradley are so very used to.
Chris Barton, what is he going for? Oh my goodness, the suicide dive!
The beast flies!
Oh man, that size flying, Pete!
Well, we've already seen a Psycho Bear, and we've already seen a Lucha Pig.
Now we're seeing a beast.
Why should we see a beast fly? Fight or die.
Strong strikes with that kendo stick.
Aptly named, these two men have been tag team champions at multiple promotions. Currently tag team champions.
Oh my God, we're getting visitors, Pete.
Right over here by us. Damn it.
These two gentlemen, they're just going to fight everywhere. And they're holding down Chris Barton.
This suit is on low.
Chop on the chest.
I didn't pay for this suit yet.
Chris Ross and Chris Barton, just strong strikes.
Barton and Christian Ross, the full-time boss, fighting over here by us.
Sliding that chair.
Danny, hold me. Hold me, Danny.
Hold me, Pete. And another chair's been introduced to the ribs of Chris Barton.
I now understand why Michael Cole went into a protective bubble at one point. It's because of stuff like this. Barton with a
choking him with the chair.
Keep the chairs and the kendo sticks over there, please.
Absolutely. Don't throw anything this
over
way.
Here. I want to go home tonight
in one piece. Absolutely. There's a door being introduced to this match, Pete. Chris Barton just pulled out a whole door.
This place has broken down like a Waffle House at 3 a.m.
What's Chris Barton doing with this door? Propping it up in front of the IFC logo, that banner that's on the wall. Meanwhile, they're just...
Ross.
Dominic De Niro fighting. Just trying to... Taking a kendo stick to the back, even though Dominic De Niro is striking.
Ross.
Chris Barton coming to the rescue. Dominic De Niro just attacking Ross.
This is getting so intense. Chris Bradley was having words with a fan in the front row. We've got a door propped up against the wall. We've had them come over here by commentary. There's been chairs and kendo sticks. It's like lions and tigers and bears, oh my!
This is why these teams are called, this Barton and De Niro are called fight or die, because they're going to fight until somebody possibly dies. Chris Barton just setting up that door.
That door against the far wall of the Mecca here in Ridgefield Park.
Oh my goodness.
Chair shot to the knee.
Chairs, doors, kendo sticks, everything being used just to take down, just for that one fall, Pete. That one, oh my goodness! Chris Barton just went through that door.
Holy hell! Christian Ross just speared Chris Barton through that door.
Dominic De Niro just destroying that kendo stick.
Bradley's just eating those kendo stick shots for breakfast.
And speaking of, Bradley with that chair straight across the back of Dominic De Niro.
Oh, De Niro looked like he liked that. That might have been a little foreplay for Dominic De Niro.
Both these teams are giving it their all.
Yeah, but right now,
choking Dominic De Niro with that chair.
The 4-time H2O Tag Team Champions, the men who have won titles covered in blood. These men bleed at H2O. They literally, when you talk about fight or die, who are the perfect opponents for them, this is it. Ross and Bradley right there. These two men were trained in an environment where it's either you live to the next day or you die, you leave. Okay, these two men have been in death matches. These two men have been in singles death matches, tag team death matches. They have won multiple tag team titles while covered in their own blood. Tonight may be no different here in Ridgefield Park.
And speaking of teams that are also known to be tag team champions in many different places they've wrestled in, Dominic De Niro showing why he goes to that pin one. And a 1 count.
I mean, I know Fight or Die on multiple occasions has tried to, has almost attempted to take the Battle Club Pro Tag Team Championships.
Tornado DDT by Dominic De Niro. And on the outside, choking Chris Barton with that chair.
I'm telling you right now.
No mercy at all.
This may be an IFC-sponsored match, but you've got to think that the tag team division of the Fallout Shelter and the tag team division of Battle Club Pro right now is very, very afraid with what they're seeing out of Ross and Bradley.
Absolutely, and that's why those two gentlemen are 4-time H2O Tag Team Champions.
Imagine if they set their sights on the Battle Club Pro Tag Team Championships.
Oh my goodness, that is a match I would love to see. Speaking of, Dominic De Niro going for some air. Oh, caught him midair. Is he? Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh.
He has broken that chair across the back of Dominic De Niro. The lumbar spine of Dominic De Niro may never be the same again.
Nick Shin checking to see the safety, the health of Dominic De Niro.
And it's like Ross and Bradley haven't broken a sweat.
No, it's like he just started.
This is their element right here. Everything Fight or Die has thrown at them, they have not only taken, but dished out in spades.
And it doesn't seem like they're going to stop anytime soon, Pete.
You know, imagine, put yourself in their shoes right now, Danny Nemesis. If you're Dominic De Niro, if you're Chris Barton, you walked into this match thinking it was going to be, equal footing. Hey, we're tough guys. We will fight every day. We'll fight anybody. And Ross and Bradley are just eating everything that you're throwing at them like it doesn't even affect them.
Talk about challenge accepted. Oh, my goodness, a headbutt to Dominic De Niro. That would take anyone out.
No, that was a headbutt to Dominic De Niro's, if you know what I mean.
Absolutely. Yeah. These guys have not broken a sweat. They're still in one piece, like they weren't just hit with chairs, like they weren't just hit with kendo sticks.
No, they have taken every kendo stick shot. Christian Ross went through a door and got right back up.
To Chris Barton, nonetheless. The bigger of the two, a Fight or Die.
At this point, if you're Nick Shin, the question is why haven't you stopped the match for the health and safety of Barton and De Niro?
Because there is no disqualifications. There is no stopping this match until we get a pin. That damaged chair being propped in the middle of the ring. Anything can happen now. Speaking of chairs, chair shot to the back of Dominic De Niro.
Wait, are they
oh my gosh.
They're telling them to take the ropes off.
Talk about violence. Talk about the lack of safety, the lack of care of the safety of their opponents. They don't want to wrestle, fight or die. They want to destroy, fight or die.
Fight or die. Listen, I don't usually say this about Barton De Niro, and all impartiality out the window. I've known Barton De Niro for years. I knew Chris Barton when he first wanted to start wrestling at the age of 15. I've known Chris Barton for about 10 years. I know Dominic De Niro for going on close to 10. These two men have never backed down from a challenge in their life. The first day of training, Chris Barton was chopped so hard by the Grim Reaper, there was a handprint left on his chest for a week. He came back every day and said, "Thank you, sir. May I have another?" They have never stepped away from a challenge in their life, but for the first time ever, and I say this with all the love in the world, they should just walk away right now. This is not worth their health and safety.
And even though they maybe should walk away, we both know they are not going to walk away. They are going to fight or they're going to die trying. But they are not going to stop. Dominic De Niro, we can see him climbing.
He's struggling to get to his feet. These two
Chris Barton with those strong kendo stick shots is what I'm telling you, Pete. They're not going to stop. They're not going to back down. Strong forearms.
I get that, but for the first time ever, they may have bitten off more than they can chew, Danny.
Absolutely, but they're not going to stop.
Oh,
Dominic De Niro getting choked by the rope.
Christian Ross.
Clawing on the face of Ross.
The full-time boss choking the life out of Dominic De Niro.
And even though he's being choked, he was fighting back. There is no stopping these two individuals.
He just took the metal portion of the turnbuckle and smashed it against the head of Chris Barton.
Pete, I honestly don't know what's going to happen now.
You are not seeing anything wrong, ladies and gentlemen. There are only two ropes on the ring. The top rope has been dismantled at the request of Ross and Bradley.
And speaking of dismantling, that's what they're planning on doing with Dominic De Niro, but he fights back. Strong strikes and forearms and elbows. No matter what. Oh my goodness, he broke the kendo stick. Strong strikes. Oh my goodness. Pete. Oh my God. Chris fucking Barton.
Finding the spirit from somewhere. Chris Barton just picked up Christian Ross and put him through that damn door.
Strong forearms. He thought he had him. Here we go.
Barton now trying to lift Chris Bradley, but he...
Oh my God, they just threw a chair at him.
De Niro just...
Oh my God, what amazing tag team action by these two. Goes for the pin, I believe. Here we go. 1, 2, and a kick out.
The first pin of the match.
Absolutely.
We're like 20 minutes into 4 men trying to kill each other, and we finally got a pin.
Chris Barton slapping Dominic De Niro, waking him up. These two, they want violence.
That look of possession in Dominic's eyes.
What is he going to get? He said he's going to get the thing.
Let's get the thing.
What's the thing?
You know.
Oh my God! Black hole slam by Ross. The fans, they want the thing.
You can't seem to find the thing. De Niro lost the thing from the place.
But that thing, he's striking his opponent.
We've got tears, we've got broken tables, we've got a broken top rope.
Broken kendo stick.
There is going to be permanent damage to the bodies of all 4 of these men by the end of tonight.
Absolutely. None of these 4 gentlemen are going to go home in one piece, that's for sure. And speaking of peace,
there shall be no peace.
Oh my God, he just went through that
Chris
door.
Bradley doesn't want peace. He wants violence, always.
Oh my God, is that, he's hooking that piece of the turnbuckle in Dominic De Niro's mouth.
And apropos for a man whose submission maneuver is called the Red Hook, Dominic De Niro being hooked himself.
Speaking of hook. Oh.
Big bong.
Speaking of bong,
screw your life. Chris Bradley may not be seeing those dogs in the front yard anytime soon.
and Chris Barton! Oh my goodness! He just went through 2 chairs.
Denaro's got the red hook.
The red hook!
The rope with the rope.
With the rope!
De choking Bradley out with the rope.
It looks like he's fading. And that is it, Pete. Dominic De Niro and Chris Barton just defeated the 4-time H2O Tag Team Champions.
No, Daddy.
Referee Nick Shin has ruled that Bradley can no longer compete. Therefore, your winners, Barton and De Niro, fight our fucking time.
Barton and De Niro did not defeat Bradley and Ross. They survived. Bradley and Ross,
100%.
Dominic De Niro choking out Chris Bradley.
Both of these gentlemen went through a door each, and they still managed to come on top.
It took a red hook using the top rope to strangle the life out of Chris Bradley, who is barely rolled out of that ring.
Pete, I know you're going to agree with me when I say this. How spoiled have you and I gotten watching these matchups, watching this match especially? Chris Barton showing shades of Bruiser Brody, the great, legendary Bruiser Brody.
I just saw 2 of my best friends in the world almost die on multiple occasions in that ring, but fight or die, Barton and De Niro once again proving that they are willing to go to any length, any depth to pull a victory out of what was seemingly nowhere here tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, we are not done. We are not close to being done. We still have an entire second half to bring to you, featuring the defense of the Nemesis Division Battleweight Championship. Team Fallout versus Team RTB in 6-man tag action. A huge women's match.
Fight or die. We're taking over 2023.
It's the triple threat match we spoke about earlier. Jordan Oliver, Smiley, and Gabe Sky in our huge main event. Steve Pena, the Battle Club Pro franchise and 5 Points champion, going up against none other than Flip Gordon. Ladies and gentlemen, our title match.